I feel like once he finds out, he's gonna be pissed.
Bring that ice, boy. Walk in, know that side. Yeah, they can't tell me why. Word, I don't even need no lies. Ay, got my own little.
Hey y'all, so did y'all hear that? Okay, anyway, this video, as y'all can see by the title, it's about child support. I did a video before about this where I took the first steps in getting it. This is my very first time dealing with this or whatever. For anybody watching this and you live in North Carolina and you're trying to go, if you're trying to file child support or whatever, this is the video for you. All states do it differently, I'm assuming, because of the meeting I had today right now. I just left from. So the first thing you do is you go to your local Department of Social Services, and what they did with me is I basically had an interview with someone who want to know the child that you need child support for. They give you an application that you fill out with all your information, where you live at and all that good stuff, your phone number. And then they have a piece of paper within the application that asks you to bring in birth certificates and all that jazz that you can attach to the application. So I did that. The day and the time and everything, they schedule all themselves. Like, they don't ask you when can you put me in or nothing like that. Thankfully, they had it early enough where I was able to go. She explained to me something very interesting I did not know. So, on COBY's birth certificate, his dad, he did not sign the birth certificates. I don't even want to get into why he didn't sign it. It's crazy, but COBY's almost 9 years old. He'll be 9 next month. And he still don't have his name on the birth certificate. Sorry, y'all. So I thought that would have been an issue. I felt like he would have had to take like a DNA test or something like that to prove he was the dad or something like that. She said something interesting to me, which I think is just in the state of North Carolina. I'm not sure if it's all states. I'm pretty sure it's probably not. Like, all states, it's probably got something different. But she said because, so COBY was born in 2012 and we got married in 2014. He became the father, I guess, like by default because we got married. He don't have to sign or anything. He's automatically on there. But she also said because I had Mason while we were still legally married, even though we were separated, that he could, if he wanted to, claim Mason as well. Jonathan signed Mason's birth certificate. She said if Jesse wanted to claim Mason, that Jonathan and Jesse both would have had to go to court. He wouldn't do that anyway, but I just thought that was like interesting. Like, wow. That's why it's important for you to get that divorce, y'all. So, you ladies that do not have a divorce, get that divorce as soon as possible. I just thought it was interesting because I really thought I had to go through like a whole DNA process. She said if he decides to go the DNA route with COBY, that he will have to pay. I know that probably won't happen anyway, but that's just a heads up for y'all that are trying to do this, that live in North Carolina. So anyway, the next step is them sending him a letter basically telling him he's getting filed for child support. I thought he already knew about it. I thought once they gave me that appointment that I don't know. I just thought he might already knew. But at the same time, I didn't know because he hasn't been acting different towards me. Because I feel like once he finds out, he's going to be pissed. When we was together, he had so many issues paying his child support with his other 3 kids to the point I had ended up paying out of my own pocket for his child support for his 3 kids that was not mine. I was paying child support for just to keep him out of jail. If y'all want to know more about that and everything, I do have a video up of all that, and I will link it in the cards or in the description, so make sure y'all check that out. I feel bad even when I was in the like waiting area waiting to be called and everything. I feel kind of bad because this is not the route I wanted to take with COBY's father, because he's a really good father, but it seems like ever since he moved, I feel like he's been slacking. Like, if you stay that far away from your child, you need to do more. He don't really support him financially. Like, that's the one thing you can do is support him financially. You can't do it physically, obviously. It gets to the point where Jonathan's like doing way more financially for COBY, and that's not his child. Jonathan has no issue doing that, but I feel like that's wrong. I mean, me and Jesse made Kobe. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, so I mean, I've been putting it off and putting it off for a while. I've been warning him about it, telling him please help me out or whatever. The whole time about this child support, I've been thinking of too much about Kobe's dad, Jesse. I've been thinking about him, like, if I take him for child support, it's going to be like it was when we was together. He's not going to be able to pay for it, and he's going to get locked up or something like that. And that's why I dreaded taking him for child support, thinking about him. It's time for me to think about Kobe. Kobe needs financial support from his dad. Not just his mother, not from another man, his dad. He needs financial support from him. And I'm not getting that. I mean, we had so many arguments about me not receiving any money from him when I need money. Because I can't stand asking for help. So if I ask you for help, I really need it. And every time I do that, not every single time, it's like 95% of the time when I ask him for help with Kobe, I don't get it. And he'll sit there and argue that that's not true. And I have proof because we mainly inbox each other on Facebook, you know, communicating or whatever. But it just, in my opinion, from what I've been seeing, it's nothing like it was when he was actually living here. When we split up in 2016, he was here for maybe 2 years after we split up, before he moved. And he was like getting Kobe every single weekend. Okay, when I was working, I was doing it all. Like, if Kobe needed something, I did. I didn't care to ask Jesse for help. I didn't ask Jesse for help. If I needed something, I just got it. But like I said, he got them every single weekend. So that was help enough. I mean, I had the weekends to myself. No complaints. Like I said, ever since he moved to Virginia, it hasn't been like that. Obviously, he's not going to be able to get them, you know, because he stays so far away. But I'm like, can you pick it up financial end? Because he'll go a while without calling Kobe. And I mean, y'all, I just, like I said, I've been had this argument with him a couple of times to the point where I'm like, I'm tired of arguing. Nothing's changing. We can't come to an agreement, so we have to get the courts involved. This is something I always tell him, I will never take you for child support as long as you're supporting your child, which it should be with any mother. I'm not one of those mothers, like, I know some mothers or women or whatever you want to call them, take their baby's father for child support just to be spiteful, or, you know what I'm saying? I'm not like that. If I'm taking you for child support, you fucked up. So that's my update on this whole child support thing, and to inform you ladies that are in North Carolina and want to do it. If y'all have any questions about anything, not inbox me. You can't him. If y'all have any questions about anything I'm talking about or need any help or advice, I'll try my best to answer it because I'm still in the process of this. All this is new to me. Hit me up on my Instagram, LAKIA J90, just like it is on YouTube. And I will talk to y'all for my next video. Happy New Year.